Good evening and welcome to Beloit, Wisconsin, where your WYSO Teener 14U team will take on the Beloit Bombers. Waterloo comes in with a 6-0 record in Teener League, and Beloit comes in at 4-0-1. So a battle of the unbeatens in today's matchup. Waterloo, being the away team, will bat first. Top of that order is Mason, Gavin, and Shea. And we're looking close to the first pitch here as Mason stands in. And opening pitch to Mason is popped up to right. Is it going to be foul? It is out of play. Long foul ball up the first base side. And Mason is in a hole, 0-1. Wind blowing in from left today. Flag in center field. It looks a little dead, but the wind has been gusting a little bit today. Second pitch to Mason is in there. Line drive up to center field, and just like that, Waterloo with the opening batter aboard. And in steps Gavin. Let's see if Coach Reedy stays with the aggressive approach on the base paths. Mason with about a two-step lead over there. He's back in time. And that is outside and gets away from the catcher. And Mason will take second on the wild pitch. And Gavin is ahead 1-0. And Gavin leaves that one alone, 1-1. Outfield plays straight away for Gavin. And spin back to second, and Mason is back. And Gavin leaves that one alone inside, 2-1. No score in the top of the first. Mason on second, and he gets back again. Paying a lot of attention to him on the base paths. One throw over to first. That's the second one back to second. Gavin ahead in the count, 2-1. Second baseman creeping in again, but the delivery is home, 3-1.
Tell Princess start throwing strikes. Do I need to play his theme music?
And that is in there, and Gavin leaves that alone. Full count now.
Start playing his theme music.
And a step off the rubber. Reset, full count. Gavin swings through that one. One down, in step Shea. Thanks for stopping by, Selena. Hopefully your kid can do something here and maybe drive Mason in from second. And Shea leaves that curveball outside alone, 1-0. And Shea leaves that alone, 1-1. And that's in there. Shea swings and misses at that outside edge strike. And Shea behind, 1-2. Trey on deck. Mason off with the pitch, and he will steal third. And Shea leaves that pitch alone, 2-2 now. Uh-oh. I don't know if Mason slid in awkward to third base, but he is laying on his back. I think the ball got him in the balls.
That's effective landing. Throw it in his nuts. You're going to hit him in the nuts to at least make sure he's out.
Well, as Mason tries to regroup at third base, it's the top of the first, and one down. And Shea with a 2-2 count. Let's see if Shea can maybe even get a pop fly, and that is outside, 3-2. Maybe Shea can find one to drive, or at least throw a pop fly out to the outfield so Mason can tag and score. And we can get this early lead. Oh, that's inside. I almost hit him. And Shea walks. So runners on the corners now for Trey with one down, top of the first. No score. I can't believe Trey would lay down a bunt, but you never know. He's bunted once this year, maybe twice. And back to Shea. Back to first, and Shea is back in time, I should say. Shea is off with the pitch and snap throw down to third. But Mason is back in time. So we've got runners 2 in scoring position now in the top of the first. And Trey ahead, 1-0. And Trey pops one up to shortstop and out for the second out. And Wyatt stands in. With runners on second and third. And 2 down now, top of the first. No score yet.
Well, Wyatt.
And Wyatt swings through that high strike. And Wyatt with a curveball. Gonna fall right over here in front of the Beloit dugout. Wyatt behind 0-2. Outside and low. 1-2. Wyatt did not chase on that pitch. And there's Wyatt with a grounder to short. Over to first and high against the fence. And Mason scores. Shea will come in on the overthrow. And just like that, it is 2-0 Waterloo. We'll give Wyatt a hit on that. And an RBI. Second RBI scores on the overthrow. Waterloo leads 2-0. And in steps Jake with Wyatt on second. And high and tight. Leaves it alone. Ball one. Ball outside. 2-0. And Jake fouls that one up the first base line. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. First base is open. Jake walks, second walk on the inning. Runners on first and second for Waterloo, still 2 down, and Tucker stands in. And Tucker fouls that one off the umpire's chest pad. He's behind 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Tucker fouls that one out of play. And he's behind 1-2. Ooh, curveball left alone. 2-2 now. Waterloo with 2 in the inning, looking for more. Wyatt on second, Jake on first. And Tucker with a grounder right back to the pitcher. And that is the third out of the inning. But again, Waterloo scores 2. And through 1/2 inning, they lead it 2-0. So this is not the only Waterloo WYSO team playing at the Beloit tonight. The 13U team is playing on a diamond directly behind us. Their game doesn't start till 7. Maybe we can try to get some scoring updates from that game in between games here, or in between innings. Shea on the mound for Waterloo. We'll set the defense here for you. Trey behind the plate. First to third, Dylan, Mason, Gavin, and Jake. Here outfield, Wyatt in left, Tucker in center, and Ryan in right.
All right, Jay, you got this, bud.
Opening pitch, inside corner, strike one. Ooh, Shea drops that one in. Quickly ahead, 0-2.
You got this, Hollis.
Curveball on the inside corner. And Shea retires the first batter on 3 pitches. That ball is pitches low, 1-0. And popped out to right. Caught out there by Ryan.
All right, 2-8.
Is that your glove, Dad? Yeah. Interesting tidbit there. Ryan caught that one out there, and unfortunately his other glove must still be at home. That just happens to be Dad's glove out there. First pitch popped out, and Ryan's running in again, and that will fall in front of him. So Beloit with 2 outs and a runner on first.
All right, Evan.
Two-step lead over there at first. Dylan holding him on. Shea coming home. Swings through that one. Trey down to second. And up the third base line a little bit. Stolen base for Beloit. Runner in scoring position now with 2 down. And the count 0-1. Shea with a step off the mound, but no throw back to second. Still an 0-1 count here. The bottom of the first. Coming home, Ooh, ball inside, 1-1. Shea coming home. Swings through that. 1-2.
All right, Evan, you got this, bud.
And swings through that one. So 2 strikeouts on the inning for Shea. Gives up a hit. And Beloit strands 1. And through 1 inning of play, it is Waterloo 2, Beloit nothing. Coming up for Waterloo, Dylan, Ryan, and Avery in the top of the second. Finishing up the warm-up tosses here for the top of the second. Waterloo up 2-0. Clutch hit by Wyatt with 2 strikes. Able to drive in Mason from third, and then on the overthrow to first, Shea trotted home. First pitch to Dylan is fouled off into the other field. 4 fields here that are back to back to back to back with the concession stand in the middle. Seems to be the norm around here. If you're going to build a complex, it takes up the least amount of room. And Dylan with a grounder, third outside, foul. Behind 1-2. And Dylan can't leave that one alone.
You guys got one. Come on, Ryan.
And Ryan stands in. Outside a ball. And Ryan puts one down in the corner, and that will be a long, takes a big turn at first, but he stops at a single. Avery stands in now.
Well, Beach.
Ryan with about a step and a half lead over there. He's not going anywhere. Ball outside.
Stop, Lando.
Avery leaves that one alone. 2-0. And Avery, no, nice snag by the pitcher there. Throws on to second for one. And on to first for a double play. So Waterloo goes quietly in the second inning. And through an inning and a half, Waterloo 2, Beloit nothing. So Waterloo is turned away in the top of the second, ending that threat on a double play. And Waterloo still maintains their 2-0 lead. Couple of defensive changes here for Waterloo. Avery in at first. Looks like Wyatt is out in right. And swings through that one, strike one. And Emmanuel is out in left. Everybody else remains the same. Oh, high and tight. 1-1 now for Shea. Oh, hits the lower inside corner. 1-2. Oh, over his head. 2-2.
Find it.
And foul tip back to the fence. And we'll do it again at 2-2. And swings through that one. Shea's third strikeout on the game. 1 out in the bottom of the second. Nobody on. And little nubber up to center, and second hit of the game for Beloit. Both hits were attacked on the first pitch. Shea trying to throw strikes to get ahead of the ball or get ahead of the batters, and aggressive swingers are taking advantage.
What's your butt? All right, Bennett. It's like last time.
About 1.5 step lead over there at first. Avery holding them on. Shea delivers the pitch home and swings through it. Strike one. The way the runner at first kind of lackadaisical came back, I would not be surprised to see Trey fire down to first to try to pick him off as he's going back. Not much of a lead over there, 1.5 steps, and inside a ball. 1-1. Showing bunt. And unable to, 1-2 now. He kept the bat out there, so counts as a swing. But Trey not able to catch that, and the batter advances to second anyway.
Come on, Zero.
So Beloit with a runner in scoring position again for the second inning in a row. And swings through that one. 4 strikeouts for Shea. So once again, it's 2 down with a runner on second for Beloit. Brings up their first baseman, I believe. I think he's number 13.
I love when he's on base. I love it when he's on base. 3 hits on the game. Long ball.
Oops, turn and fires back to second, but back in time. Gavin from short snuck in to cover second base. Outside a ball. Coming home and plunks him. So first and second for Beloit.
All right, Brian Smith. Got a couple runs sitting there.
So still 2 down.
Brian.
And we've got a new batter in. Shea coming home, high and tight, ball one. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. I don't know why Avery's holding the runner on first. There's nowhere he can go. I mean, he's still taking a little bit of a lead, but I don't think Shea's going to throw over there.
I like it, Brian. You got this, bud.
That's in there, 1-2. High, 2-2.
When I moved everything around, April came back
And swing and a miss, strike three. Foul tip into Trey's glove. And all three outs there Ricard via the strikeout. But Beloit leaves two more stranded. They've left 3 on through 2 innings. And through 2 innings of play, Waterloo 2, Beloit nothing. Due up for Waterloo, Emmanuel Sawyer, then back to the top of the order in Mason. In between chat with Coach Shroud, stop by the booth. Yeah, right. So Emmanuel stands in, top of the third inning, Waterloo up 2-0. Opening pitch. Whoa, fouled straight back. Oh, outside to Emmanuel. 1-1 now. Oh, inside to Emmanuel. 2-1. Top of the third, Waterloo ahead 2-0. And a 2-1 count to Emmanuel. Oh, a little chatter coming out of the Waterloo box for a change. That is low. 3-1 to Emmanuel. And low and outside to Emmanuel, and he walks. Leadoff batter aboard for Waterloo. And Sawyer stands in.
Come on, Sawyer.
And back to the fence here. Emmanuel will take off on the don't know if it was I call it a pass ball. Oh, coaching visit to the mound. We've got the catcher coming out. Is the rest of the infield coming to the mound? Nope, just the two and the coach. So Beloit comes into this contest 4-0-1 in Senior League action. Their last game was 2 days ago on Tuesday against Broadhead. They tied Broadhead 5-5. And the game before that was on May 30th, where they also played Broadhead in Broadhead this time and came out victorious 7-6. So 4-0-1 in Senior League.
Come on, Bray.
And Sawyer held up, but it was a strike anyway, behind 0-1. And that ball is low and coming back to the fence. And Emmanuel will take third. One and one to Sawyer. Oh, inside to Sawyer. 2-1. And Sawyer fouls that one straight back, and 2-2.
Come on, Bray, one more.
And Sawyer fouls that one into the fence, same spot. And we'll do it again at 2-2. And Sawyer staying alive. Oh, just. Oh, it was 3-2. You're right. So 2 walks in the inning, runners on the corners for Waterloo, and back to the top of the order in Mason, who singled his first time up. Sawyer off at the pitch. Strike on the outside, and Sawyer will trot in. Catcher's indifference. So 2 runners in scoring position for Mason behind 0-1. And Mason, little tapper, foul outside of third. And Mason behind 0-2.
Finish them off.
A lot of room in right center. And Mason tries to take it that way, but ends up foul. And Mason takes that curveball. He's out ahead of it, but fouls it up the third base side. And we'll do it again at 0-2. And Mason sees that curveball, and it's a grounder to short. And unable to corral it as the shortstop. And Emmanuel trots home. And Waterloo up 3-0. RBI for Mason on that, but on third via the air. So first and second was still nobody out in the bottom of the second, and Gavin lets that one alone, and that's on the outside corner, 0-1. Sawyer on second, Mason on first. And Gavin takes one to right center, and camping under that is the right fielder. Sawyer will hold at second, no advance. So first out of the inning. And Shea will stand up, or stand in, I should say. Shea walked his first time up. And Shea sees one he likes, little tapper to third. Gloves it and on to first. Nice play by the third baseman there. Shea is retired. Runners advance 90 feet. And 2 down, and Trey stands in. Ooh, inside to Trey. Ooh, high to Trey, 2-0. Inside, 3-0. And leaves that one alone for a strike. 3-1. No green light for Trey to be swinging there. And Trey fouls that one out of play up first base. So we've run it full with 2 down in the top of the third. Waterloo leading 3-0. And Trey swings through that one. So Waterloo got one more, and they lead it through 2.5, 3-0. Okay. Trey's got his catcher's gear on and back behind the plate. And we're a throw down to second, and we're back to live action. Trey's first pitch is fouled. Strike one.
Let's go, G.
There's the second one, fouled up off the top of the fence. Stays in the park.
Let's go, G. You got it.
And behind 0-2. And Shea, curveball misses high. And that is swung on out to center. That is over Tucker's head. Holds him to a long single. But the opening batter is aboard for Beloit. Dylan holding the runner on first. About a 2-step lead over there, maybe. And Shea delivers the first pitch and strike. Snap throw down to first, but not. Runner wasn't far enough away from first. Thought Trey might have had a chance to do that last inning. And second pitch is inside a ball, 1-1. 3 hits given up by Shea, but none have scored. 5 strikeouts on the day so far through 2+ innings. And almost hit him there, too. There's 2-1. That drops in there for a strike, 2-2. And that is right down the middle, strike 3. So back to the top of the order for Beloit.
All right, Riker.
Coming home, high and tight. Oh, he did get him. So, second hit batter.
All right, Texas. At least one more here. Come on now.
So, 1 down with runners on first and second. Biggest threat for Beloit so far to score. All 3 innings, they've had a runner advance to second. But they've come up empty to this point. And Shea coming in and fouled straight back at me. I jumped. Oh, yeah, folks, I jumped at that one. No. So, after that heart leap, that's 0-1 count. And another one in there, low, but it's called a strike, 0-2. Wind has picked up. Blowing in from left. And delivers home, fouled it off.
Hang in there, bud.
And we'll do it again. At 0-2. I believe it's 0-2. I had the count wrong last time. Was he sneaking?
There you go. Good. Hey, I like it. I like it 2-8.
Time called by the batter. And you got both coming home. Curveball in there, strike 3. So 2 down. comes home, and that is outside. Trey snags that one before it goes to the fence. 1-0. And calls time. Low, good stop by Trey. And then fires down to second. But runner's back in time. 2-1.
Come on, Bray, sack one.
High, 3-1.
Good eye, you got three. Good eye.
Cleanup hitter stands on deck for Beloit. Waterloo leads 3-0, but Beloit threatening again in this half of their inning. And that is inside a ball. So, first walk of the game for Trey, but bases loaded for Beloit.
All right, Evan.
And we'll be here with bases loaded. First pitch is swung on and missed, strike one. Second one's in there, strike two. High.
Good eye, bud.
1-2. And in there, swing and a miss, strike three. 8 strikeouts for Shea through 3 innings. And Beloit goes away empty-handed. They've stranded 6 runners through 3 innings and headed to the top of the 4th. Waterloo maintains their 3-0 lead. Due up for Waterloo, Wyatt, Jake, and Tucker. Wyatt with a grounder to first. And safe, beats it out. Sorry, Tom, missed that. But Wyatt with a leadoff single. And Wyatt 2 for 2 now on the day. Keeps pumping that average. In steps Jake. Wyatt does not head down to second. New pitcher on the mound for Beloit. And Jake fouls one just outside of first. Looks like the same pitcher, unless they've got 2 number 6s on their team. And inside, new catcher. That must be what it is. And throws back to first, and Wyatt with a head first dive.
Come on, you're blocking my view.
And Jake leaves that one alone. 2-2. And throw back to first. Wyatt back in time. Calls for time. And curveball just missed. Jake gets out of the way. 3-2. Tucker awaits on deck. And Jake foul tips that one to stay alive. And we'll do it again at 3-2. And that is strike 3 to Jake. So, 4th strikeout on the day for Waterloo. Wyatt remains at first, and Tucker will stand in with 1 down in the top of the 4th.
All right, guys.
Waterloo leading 3-0.
Take the easy one.
And back to Wyatt again. Back to first, I should say, and Wyatt back safely. Wyatt holds Tucker with a grounder to second. Nice play there by second baseman.
Play, guys.
Wyatt moves up to second, but there's 2 down now.
Nice play, Daniel.
And Dylan stands in now. Time called. Dylan leaves that one alone. Strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, Dylan was over here.
Dylan fouls that one back. 0-2 now.
Go ahead.
Quickly behind. Ooh, drop third strike. Need to corral that, and Dylan is out via the strikeout. Second time today, and Waterloo turned away in the fourth. Through 3.5, Waterloo maintains their 3-0 lead.
I had a whole cooler full of beer for Sunday. I had victory beer.
So Waterloo comes in with a victory of 6-0 on the Teener League season. Last game was a week ago Monday on the 5th of June against Sun Prairie Blue. Quite the exciting game there for a while. Went the full 7 innings, and Waterloo was able to score Waterloo was able to score 5 in their half of inning number 7. That was after Sun Prairie Blue scored, I believe, 5 in their half of inning number 7. And Waterloo was able to get away with a walk-off victory. Double to right center by Shea. Brought home 2 runs for the victory. Prior to that, Waterloo's last game was against Broadhead, down in Broadhead, on the 23rd of May. They was victorious 19-7. So this is only the 3rd game in 23 days for Waterloo. In Teener League action, we'll make that up next week when we have 3 games for you. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. 2 on the road, and sandwiched between that is a home game versus Broadhead. Opening pitch of the bottom of the 4th. And Shea is in there, swung on and missed, strike 1. And high and tight, swung on and missed, strike 2. And popped up and out of play. And we'll do it again at 0-2. And outside corner. Shea with another strikeout. 9 on the day through 3 1/3. Nice curveball on the inside corner. Strike 1.
What happened to our bleachers over there?
And that is in there. Strike. 0-2. And that is fouled to stay alive. 0-2. And that is a little nubber to second. Caught out there in shallow right by Mason. Second out of the inning. Low and outside, ball one. That drops in there for a strike. And swung on a miss, strike two. And curveball didn't curve, stayed inside. 2-2. That's in there, strike three. So, first inning that Beloit did not have a runner on base. In fact, first time they didn't have a runner in scoring position. So, through 4 innings of play, Waterloo maintains their 3-0 lead. Due up for Waterloo, Ryan, Avery, and Emmanuel. This is the only meeting between these two teams during regular season. There are two teams that each team, I believe, only plays once. Unfortunate that these teams are both undefeated. I'd like to see another matchup between these two. Hopefully we'll see each other in the playoffs. Back to live action with Ryan stepping in. He's singled to left his first time up. And foul tipped that one back. 0-1. New pitcher on for Beloit. Number 3 takes the mound. And Ryan leaves that one alone. Strike two.
What are you waiting for, T?
And Ryan swings through that one. So, first out recorded via the strikeout for this new Beloit pitcher, and in steps Avery. Grounded into a double play his first time up. And grounder to short. Picks and throws in plenty of time for the out. Two down quickly for Waterloo in their half of inning number 5. And Emmanuel stands in. Leaves that one alone, but it's a strike. On the outside, 1-1.
Come on, E-Man.
Inside a ball, 2-1. Emmanuel walked and scored in the third inning. Led off that inning with a walk. And that is on the corner, 2-2. Emmanuel upset he didn't swing at that one. And Emmanuel fouls that one over the Beloit dugout. And we'll do it again at 2-2. And high and tight to Emmanuel. 3-2. Full count now. That is low and back to the fence. Live ball. Emmanuel only just going to trot down to first. So he walks for the second time today, and Sawyer stands in, who also walked his first time up. Emmanuel with a 2.5 step lead over there. Just a glance over there, and Emmanuel trots back to first. And he holds, and ball is outside, back to the fence. And Emmanuel will take second on the wild pitch. A little bit of rain we had over the weekend hasn't been enough to keep the dust down on the field. Sawyer holds up 2-0. And holds off on that one, but that's a strike. 2-1. Emmanuel, the runner at second. Big lead over there, nobody coming. And fouled by Sawyer. 2-2 now.
Go, Daniel.
Go, Daniel.
Outside, 3-2. And Sawyer pops one up to first or second. Who's got it? And it falls harmlessly to the turf. Emmanuel will go to third. He should have been off with the pitch. Could have scored on that with 2 outs. But runners on the corners with 2 down, and back to the top of the order in Mason, who's 1 for 2 today. Low and outside. Singled in the first and reached on an error in the second. And just high, 2-0 to Mason. Sawyer with a pretty good lead over at first over there. And enough to make the Beloit pitchers step off the rubber. Sawyer holding. Mason swings through that curveball. 2-1. I realize there's 2 down, but I don't know why Sawyer is still at first, but maybe we're not being aggressive. That ball is back to the fence. Emmanuel will stay at third, and Sawyer will trot up to second. 3-1 to Mason. First base open. Should he get on base, Gavin will be up with the bases loaded. See if Mason gets something to drive here. No, ball outside. Mason on base for the 3rd time in the game. And bases loaded with 2 down.
You got it, Daniel.
And Gavin stands in. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a run scored. Was on first by the air. There's Gavin with a little pop to short. And Waterloo goes quietly in the 5th. 8 runners stranded through 5 innings for Waterloo. And through 4.5, they maintain their 3-0 lead. Shea on for his 5th inning of work.
Trying to get started there. 3 runs, that's all we need.
And Shea's opening pitch is fouled straight back. Off some stands over there. Shea ahead, 0-1. High. 1-1. Outside. 2-1. And that is fouled straight back off the post. And we'll do it at 2-2. Back to the fence. And full count. And foul tip. And we'll do it again at 3-2. And another foul tip. Stays alive. And swing and a miss. Strike. Okay. Throwing around the infield. I don't see that very often with this team.
Go get it, Mom.
And fouled back into the netting. 0-1. That's high. 1-1. Ooh, that's fouled on. And ahead 1-2. Ooh, low and inside. 2-2. Ooh. 3-2. Looked like it almost hit him. And Shea's second walk of the game. Inside a ball. Two-step lead over there at first. And delivery is pounded out to right. Over Ryan's head. And get it in. And fire to second. And he's in there with a double. And runners on second and third for Beloit with only one down.
Keep it going.
When he turned, it was like, Look, you see when Brian, he wasn't, yeah, he wasn't like, stride, I don't know, I was over there later. It's amazing.
Ball high. Inside. Swing and a miss.
If the ball just hit the right person, then they make it the right time. Okay.
That's a grounder over to third. And throws to home. And he is out.
Oh, I got under it.
So 2 down now, and runners on the corners. And we are back to the top of the order. So Shea cuts down the lead runner to keep it scoreless.
Come on, keep it down, Sammy. Keep it down.
And swings through that one. Strike one. And he's off with the pitch. In there for a strike. Shea at 0-2. Just outside, 1-2. And little number caught out there by Mason for the third out. And Beloit turned away with another scoring opportunity. They've stranded 8 through 5, just like Waterloo. And through 5 innings, it is Waterloo 3, Beloit nothing. 2 up for Waterloo, 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Shea, Trey, and Wyatt. Opening pitch to Shea is a ball. And 2-0 to Shea. Waterloo up 3-0. Both teams have stranded 8 runners on the day. And high to Shea, 3-0.
Come on, Shea.
And outside, so a 4-pitch walk for Shea. Second time he has walked on the game, and Trey stands in now. Let's see how quickly Shea ends up on second. 2.5-step lead over there, and he stays. And Trey leaves that one alone, ball outside. 5 straight balls to start the top of the 6th. And Shea's off with a pitch. Trey holds off his swing, and Shea is into second with a stolen base and a misplay, and he will take third. Waterloo's 4th run is 90 feet away with nobody out in the top of the 6th. 1-1 count. Trey took that second pitch for a strike. And high and outside. 2-1. Wyatt stands on deck, who's 2 for 2 today. And throw over to third. Shea back in time. I wish Coach wouldn't do this to me and put Shea and Trey next to each other. I keep mixing them up when I'm talking about them. Outside. And high to Trey. And he walks. Runners on the corners, and we will have a coaching visit to the mound. Back-to-back walks for the start of the 6th inning. Waterloo only with a 3-0 lead, looking for some insurance runs here. Waterloo averaging 14 runs a game. And they've been held to 3 so far through 5 innings. So Wyatt went on with runners on the corners. Nobody out. Trey off with the pitch. And catches indifference will take second. Wyatt took that opening pitch for a strike. He's down 0-1. And Wyatt tries to shoot that one to right, but fouls it over the Beloit dugout. He's behind 0-2. Yeah, that is outside. Nice stop by the Beloit catcher to keep Shea at third. Wyatt swings in,
Nice stop.
and it was a trap over there. Nice stop by the shortstop. Gets up and fires to first for the out, but Shea trots home for the Waterloo's fourth run. First time Wyatt's been retired on the day, but he'll take his second RBI. And Waterloo up 4-0. Trey on second with one down. Jake steps in and ball outside for his opening pitch. And Jake leaves that one alone, but that is right over the plate for strike one, even at a ball and a strike. Yeah, that is high and outside. 2-1. Turn, but no fire back to second. Trey back anyway. Second baseman creeping over there to try to cut him off. Take the throw maybe, but pitch is coming home and back to the fence. And Trey will take third. Two and one count to Jake. Tucker waits on deck. And drops in there for a strike to Jake.
You got it, Daniel.
Oh, ball high, sorry.
The next one.
I thought that was in there, but Jake walks for his second time. And we will have a pitching change for Beloit. Sure hope we get this game in before the sun goes down, because it's getting really cold.
I will tell you. She's got very thin hair. My girl, I changed for a different girl, and I'm so happy because she only has like a third of the time.
So, Beloit pitcher is finishing his warm-up tosses. And once we get back to live action, we're top of the sixth inning. Waterloo with a run in. And one down with runners on the corners. And they lead 4-0. I don't know whether Shea's day is done or not, but maybe a couple more insurance runs, and I would think maybe he would be done for the day. Beloit has hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up in their half of inning number 6. And opening pitch to Tucker is inside a ball. And Jake will trot down to second with no throw. And that is outside, 2-0. Waterloo with only 4 hits on the day, but a benefit of 9 walks. Inside to Tucker, 3-0. First base is open. And that is low. Tucker walks for his first time today. So bases loaded, and Dillon steps in with 1 down in the top of the 6th. Infield is in to cut down the run at the plate for the force, but ball 1. Dillon takes that curveball, got out ahead of it, and out of play. Tried to wait back on that curveball, but couldn't quite wait as long as he needed to. Unfortunately, just ends up as a long strike. Count is now 1-1. And Dillon takes that one out to right. Is that going to drop? It will drop. And everybody moves up 90 feet. Trey comes home to score. And that makes it 5-0. So Ryan up now with bases still loaded. Ryan leaves that one alone.
No, it's 5. It's 5. That's a 4. I think it's updated. It is. John's slow.
That is low. Gets away from the catcher. Jake is coming home and safe. It was close. Two and 0 to Ryan. Runners on second and third for Waterloo. 2 in on the inning. 6-0. Foul over the Beloit dugout. 2-1 to Ryan.
Come on, Ryan.
And curveball right in there. 2-2.
They're going to call it a strike swing at it.
And Ryan swings through that.
What do you got, infield?
Strikes out for the second time today.
What do you got?
2 down now, and Avery stands in. And Avery takes that one right back to the pitcher on to first, and 3 outs. But Waterloo plates 3 more in their top of inning number 6. And through 5 1/2, it's Waterloo 6, Beloit nothing. Close the book on Shea. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hit batters. Gavin will be facing hitters 2, 3, and 4 in the Beloit lineup. Some fans of Waterloo are out here in stocking hats and mittens. It is chilly.
No, I'm fine.
You're lying.
Terrible son. I went to school, she stole it. Amanda stole it.
She's at least chilly.
Warm-up toss is complete. Shea takes over at third. Gavin moves to short. Jake over to second. With Gavin on the mound, opening pitch is 1-0. And that is fouled straight back. 1-1.
Girl, where's your pants?
Low, 2-1. That is a chopper outside of third. Foul. 2-2. And swung on and missed. Trey to throw down to first on the drop third strike, but Ryder will be safe. Bottom of the 6th. So, leading off batter aboard. And throw over to first. Runner is back in time. Looks like is he okay over there? We've got a time.
I didn't bring my bag. All my stuff.
Oh, there's my clicker.
So I don't know if what happened, if he slid into the base funny, or did Avery step on his hand or his wrist? I don't know. I don't know what it was. And are we set for play here? We are reset for play. And first pitch is in there, a strike.
Come on, Bray.
Not much of a lead over there at first. And he throws over anyway. He's back in time. He wasn't going to slide that time. Still 0-1 to the batter. And coming home outside the ball. 2-1. Nobody out in the top of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth, excuse me. And that is fly out to right. That will be foul. 2-2 now.
Here we go, B. Amanda did say.
And pitch is high and outside. Full count now. And pitch is swung on and popped up. Shea giving chase. He's got room and records the first out. Runner cannot advance. And brings up the cleanup hitter for Beloit. Not much of a lead by the runner over at first. And coming home, and Trey stops that ball alone outside.
I guess I just thought it could be a
And Gavin swing on and foul. 1-1. And that is out to left. That is over Emmanuel's head. And digging for second. And he's going to come around to try to score. And just like that, Beloit with 2 runs. So bases empty now, and Waterloo up 6-2. And Chopper back to the mound. And out with 2 outs.
Come on, Landon. Hey, do it for Tim. Yeah, Tim. We're out here. That boy's like,
And that is in there for a strike. And that is a little chopper to second and over to first in time for the out. Beloit scores 2 on the inside the park home run. And just like that, this ball game is over. Waterloo, first game not scoring in double digits, but they still come out victorious, 6-2. We'll be live next week, Monday, from Sun Prairie, as Waterloo takes on Sun Prairie Blue for the second time on the season. Beloit drops to 4-1-1, and Waterloo improves to 7-0. So, until next week, so long, everybody.